Ladies and gentlemen, we are live tonight for race 2 of our doubleheader. It is at the Richmond Raceway on the NASCAR 21 Ignition final season. Another 50% race just like we had at Martinsville. Ryan Blaney was able to get his 4th win of the season and also scoring 7 stage points along the way, finishing 7th and 8th in both of his stages in that race, leading to the win. Ended up taking the lead with about 25 laps to go and then driving away to the finish, holding off the rest of the field, getting through the lap traffic better than anybody else. Can he get the doubleheader sweep? And can Ryan Blaney make it 3 wins in a row? We'll have to see in this one. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content as we're about to get into tonight's race. Before we get into the race, we do have to qualify, so that is what we will be doing right here, right now. 2 laps of qualifying. We'll see if he can set the quick time. Got to keep the stable setup on for right now. It's going to be an 82-degree day race, and with the 750 package, it's going to be very interesting, to say the least, on how skaty the car might be, because it was pretty bad at Martinsville, and that was a night race. Plenty a lot more on the tight side on corner entry. Why is there another car on the track? Anybody else see that? Somebody just pulled into it. Why are there other cars on the racetrack?
Okay, we have to pit next time out.
There's cars pulling out of the pits. There's cars going into the pits. There's cars making laps. Chase Elliott coming out of the pits. I really hope he doesn't get in our way. All right, he didn't get in our way. I'm not going to restart it. His car feels really stable, to be completely honest. Well, right when I said that, he had a little power slide off turn 4 near the wall. Pole! Ryan Blaney by 9 1/1000ths of a second is on the pole at Richmond. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the first pole I've ever gotten in this game. Wow. Qualified 2nd at the Daytona Road Course earlier this season. I knew we were going to be fast, but he got pole in qualifying, 21.991. That was even with Elliott on the track. So qualified 8th. Open qualifying, yeah, well, I guess. That's not a thing on the short tracks, but Harry T, Raymond Toohey, Tyler Burbeck, Patrick Shadley, welcome to the stream. Take a quick run through the qualifying order. As far as streaming the 500, I will not be doing live commentary of the Daytona 500 because I will be at the Daytona 500. I'll be there in person. We'll have race highlight videos from the duels at Daytona, the truck race, the ARCA race, the Xfinity race, and the 500 throughout the course of this week. So that will cover the rest of the action for this week when I'm not streaming because I'll be down there. But yeah, Blaney on the pole. After winning the last race, he might have a shot to potentially sweep the stages. That's insane. Blaney and Custer on the front row, Briscoe, Almirola row 2, McLeod, Truex row 3, Hamlin, Elliott row 4, Haley and Gase row 5.
I'm Alex Hayden, and we're getting ready to bring you a night of intense short track racing here in the heart of suburban Richmond. This is a high-speed short track where tire management is key, so watch out for those drivers that can best hold their car on the edge of control. Let's head down trackside where the drivers are just about ready to get the racing action underway here at Richmond.
Christopher Hogan, welcome to the stream as well. When will the next update come? I don't know. Sometime in February. Halfway through the month. It was like the end of the month. Last month when they had the last big patch update, so we'll see. 40 laps at stage 1 tonight. It'll be the shortest of the 3 stages, and Ryan Blaney, for the first time this season, will lead the field to the green. We're underway at Richmond.
We didn't come here for second. Keep charging.
Into the first turn, side by side. Who will lead the opening lap? Custer gets a run on the outside.
Go get
And he has cleared Ryan Blaney, and Blaney's kind of going backwards. Big power slide into the side of Almirola off turn 4. He had a power slide in qualifying that same corner off the exit, so he's going to have to be careful with that. How about the SHR cars up towards the front? Custer's leading, Almirola second. Looks like Briscoe's in 5th. Thought Truex was going to turn the 12 there for a second. Oh, man, he crowded him on entry into 3, though. Blaney beats Truex back to the gas, though. Power strong. Drives it deep into the side of the 10. A little too deep into turn 3. Blaney's dealing with a tight race car in corner entry, though. Trying to stay hooked to that yellow line as much as he can. He might have to run on top of the yellow line in 3 and 4 just to keep from getting crowded like he did with Truex already. Contact. Nearly up the track into the wall again, but he has cleared the 10 of Almirola. An unorthodox slide job. He's up to second. Does he have the speed for Custer? He was only 9,000ths of a second faster than him in qualifying. Santiago Kid, welcome to the stream. We meet again indeed. For handling of the car, I just put the steering assist and the traction control on medium on the 750 ovals. I don't use any assist on the 550 tracks except for Charlotte, because Charlotte's just weird in this game for some reason. It drives like a 750 track. Not with the horsepower itself, but just with how slick it is. Michigan also. Because Michigan's also like that for some reason. Michigan's only like that off the exit of turn 2. Martin Truex Jr. powers around the top on Blaney cleanly that time. It's both Truex and Blaney close on Custer into turns 1 and 2. Truex going to try to go to the outside of the 41. Truex is just motivating around cars on this outside lane, and Martin Truex Jr. will take the lead. He finished in second at Martinsville. Blaney to the inside of Custer off turn 4. This might be a pretty interesting race today. AP Sports, welcome to the stream. Grandmother's gone crazy.
Okay, we have to pit next time by.
Be interesting when they get to lap traffic. You know they will before the end of this first stage. Even though it's only 40 laps. So Blaney had speed to get around Custer. Custer just had a good launch off the start. Do a backflip if I win because I sweep on that. Who would have thought that? Doubleheader at NASCAR 21 Ignition, I might win both races. Now granted, again, these are 50% races, so that could play into why we won at Martinsville. Richmond's usually a good track for me in this game, though, so I have high hopes. 50% race might actually hurt me in this, because usually I run 100% races at Richmond. Not sure what the next 50% race will be, but I will have one more in the season at some point. Blaney's car is handling better than at Martinsville, but it is a little tight on corner entry. But he has to drive it in pretty deep. Got back in the gas a little too soon that time, a little squirrely. Power slide off the exit of turn 2. I think Truex is just a little bit too fast for Ryan Blaney to try and run him down. At least in clean traffic. Chop it off turn 3. Inside Uranus, welcome to the stream. Oof. Barely went around off turn 4. You can see the skid marks. Watch Blaney sliding off the exit of turn 4. Wrecked Denny Hamlin in front of his home crowd. Hey, Alex Bowman did it. No, I won't do that. I don't intentionally wreck people unless they wreck me.
Okay, we have to pit next time by.
Even then, I don't even do it sometimes, especially in this game. I feel like you try to wreck somebody in this game intentionally, and you just end up wrecking yourself. Blaney's getting a little better at 1 and 2, and it does seem like Truex isn't really pulling away from him anymore. He's trying to stay as low as he can off the exit of the corners. But to do that, he just can't get back into the gas too soon. Because then he starts to power slide a bit. Chase Elliott is up to 3rd. And he's got to stay in marginally 1 second, maybe just less than that behind Blaney. Logano slowly closing in on the back of the 9 as well. Blaney's got the Richmond paint scheme at Richmond, though. Then again, when I had the Pennzoil paint scheme at Las Vegas for the Pennzoil 400, we finished 29th, so might not work out. We actually scored a lot of stage points in that race, too. 1st and 3rd in the stages.
All right, bring it to us this time. Bring it to us this time.
And turns 1 and 2. Blaney's definitely closing in on the 19. Truex about to catch his first lap car of the 62. Brendan gone. Oh, Blaney almost in the wall. I think he grazed it off turn 4. Truex got caught behind the 62 car. He's still stuck behind him. Blaney's closing in. He would have been a lot closer in the back bumper of the 19 into turn 1 if he didn't make that mistake off turn 4. Blaney gets around the 62 a lot easier than what the 19 did. Halfway through stage 1 at the line this time, 20 laps to go. Blaney's running down that 19 car. He's been faster in 1 and 2. Takes the deep dive on corner entry. And Blaney is coming. But who will get through the lap traffic better? First car, Blaney definitely got through a lot better than Truex. We'll see with the rest of them. Truex is stuck behind Cody Ware. Blaney to the inside, and he'll blow by him on the front stretch. And despite qualifying on the pole, Blaney has not led yet in this race. This will be his first lap led at the line, assuming he holds on. Easily gets around his teammate Austin Cindric, and Ryan Blaney will lead his first lap of race 2.
This lap, 2 on the outside. You're 3.
Start leaking. Yeah, spewing water or smoke, whatever it is.
Got one right. Clear all around. All right, bring it to us this lap.
I do not have any NASCAR jackets now. I thought about getting a Blaney one, but I'd only wear it at the racetrack if it's cold. Like that would, and most of the time it's warm. Martinsville, I probably would have thrown it on last year, and then a couple years ago at Michigan, I went to a race that was like 50 degrees, 55 degrees, the June race in 2019. It was warm on the Sunday, but then it got rained out to Monday. That next day it was like 50 and pretty windy. Like those are the only 2 days I would have, thought about wearing one. But I have a sweatshirt though too, and honestly with a sweatshirt I feel fine. Sweatshirt and a t-shirt, I'm good. I don't really need a jacket. They're pretty expensive too. I just don't see myself wearing it enough, so that's pretty much the main reason why I haven't gotten one. Yes, this is on expert difficulty.
Got one right. Pit this lap. Pit. All clear. Got one right.
You gotta meet the 0-0 of Quinn Houff. Blaney's definitely getting through the lap traffic a lot better than everybody else. He's got a chance to win his 5th stage of the season. He's got 4 race wins and 4 stage wins.
Stay left. All right, bring it to us this lap.
But he's looking for 3 race wins in a row today. Insane for NASCAR 21 ignition standards. even if 2 of them are 50% races. And really, if you consider the fact he won at Phoenix as well, it would be 3 of the 5 wins would be 50% races if he wins this one today. So he's going to have to get used to trying to win the longer races. He didn't win the Daytona 500, though, and we have a 500-mile race at Talladega coming up in the next one. That'll be sometime next week. I'll get back from Daytona. Moving across the front bumper of Corey LaJoie, lucky not to get turned into the outside wall.
Bring it to us this lap.
Pull LaJoie on the front stretch. 10 laps to go in stage 1 this time by. Yeah, I mean, we were dealing with that at Martinsville too, with crew chief telling us to pit like every lap. Thank goodness it wasn't 500, it was only 250. Same thing with this one, that's a good thing it's not the full race. I mean, I guess you can mute him. It is nice to hear when there's a car around you, though, because there's no rear view mirror at the same time, so you don't want to mute him.
Bring it to us this lap.
Lenny's definitely having to feather the throttle on this longer run. 33 laps on this older Richmond surface is quite a bit. See how much the lap times have fallen off already in just 30 laps. Slowski drives it in pretty flat. Blaney gonna cross him back over. Oh no! He wipes himself out into the outside wall. That's going to bring out our first caution of the day, and Blaney just threw away the stage win. Unbelievable. Because it's a short track, definitely not going to be taking tires, and he's just going to be making repairs during the pit stop. Caution is out for the first time today at Richmond. Problems for Ryan Blaney in the 12. Tried to cross over Keselowski. I think we're going a lap down. I mean, the cars are on the track. They're lapping us anyway. They're going full speed. Ryan Blaney back to 25th. We'll see on the restart if he is a lap down or not. Green flag back in the air. And we only have 2 laps to go in the stage. So going from a stage win to no stage points, it looks like.
You're 3, car right. 2 on the outside. You're 3, all clear.
Final lap of stage 1. Blaney is on the lead lap at least. Trying to get as many positions as he can off this restart. Re-wide into 3. Risky contact with Newman, who nearly turns him. And Blaney will get to, I think, 19th. I believe he got around Busch. Blaney did get to 19th. I guess he didn't get ahead of Busch. Before the caution. Chase Elliott wins stage 1. He was able to get around Martin Truex Jr. on the restart. I cannot believe I did that. I thought I could clear him off the exit of the corner when I got back into the gas. I definitely beat him back to the gas, but as I was sliding up, I just didn't clear him. That was all my fault. But Chase Elliott wins stage 1. Martin Truex Jr. Finishes 2nd in the stage. Joey Logano 3rd. Denny Hamlin 4th. Kevin Harvick rounds out the top 5. Byron 6th. Larson 7th. Bell 8th. Austin Dillon 9th. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will round out the top 10. Yeah, that is how stage 1 will go, and Chase Elliott, I believe that is stage win number 3 for him on the season. Check just to make sure. Stage win number 2, excuse me. So Chase Elliott gets his 2nd stage win of the year. Well, that stinks for Ryan Blaney. He's definitely going to pit this time. So he's going to repair some more damage, but now he'll take fuel and tires during the stage break and just hope that he can stay on the lead lap. It looked as if he was on the lead lap at the end of stage 1, so that's a good sign. You can see the damage on the left rear corner panel of his race car. He didn't take too hard of a blow with the front of the car, so I think most of the speed's going to be there. It might be a little on the loose side with the damage to the back of the car. It's a little skewed on the left rear, but I think he'll be all right. And we'll head to another restart. 2 cautions just like that in this race. Blaney from the back, but he's got about just less than 40 lap pressure tires. Green flag is back in the air at Richmond. You have to be careful taking it 3 wide, especially into turn 3. He's going to try to get through this field as quickly as he can. 77 laps in stage 2. And these guys may have to pit before the end of the stage. Which could actually put Blaney in a pretty good position.
2 on the outside. You're 3. All clear. Car 3 wide. You got 2
We're
up
going
top,
3 wide in
you
turns
got
1 and 2
up
at
top,
least.
2 on
He
the outside.
still doesn't want to be 3 wide into 3.
Two outside.
Contact from behind from BJ McLeod.
3 wide. You got 2 up top.
A couple cars getting squeezed into the wall. Look like Busher and Briscoe.
Got 1 right. 3 wide. 2 outside. Clear all around.
Contact with Bush.
Got 1 right.
Custer's really falling back. Look at the 48 going down to the apron as he runs into the side of the 12. Who got into Custer. That just wasn't even fair.
Stay left. Clear, clear, clear. Car right. Still next to you. Clear all around. Clear all around. Got 1 right. Got 1 right. Got 1 right. Clear all around.
Look at Blaney power by into turn, off of turn 4, I should say.
Keep this pace. Keep focused. Clear, clear, clear.
Definitely a huge tire difference right now, and that's why he's roared all the way back up to 8th place. In just a matter of about 5 laps. These guys won't have to pit for a little while, considering they only have about 50 laps on their fuel. I think that they'll have to pit before the end of stage 2. They might not.
2 on the outside. You're 3.
We know Blaney's definitely good. He can go 77 laps. He's up to 4th now as well, and also Joey Logano got to the lead on this restart. So seems like the leader on the restarts is not able to get going on that bottom lane.
Clear, 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 clear.
Blaney to 3rd, battling Elliott for 2nd. Clears Elliott off of turn 4 and has a run on Logano into turn 1. Penske cars side by side for the lead. Blaney has the spot with ease. Wanting redemption after not getting a single stage point stage 1, where he probably should have won the stage if he just would have taken it easy in the lap traffic. He's going to try to redemptify himself and get his 5th stage win of the year in this stage instead. Kind of stinks that you qualify on the pole and you can't even get any stage points in stage 1. But oh well. It is nice to have fresh tires back on the car. This is going to be a much longer run, though. He's going to be a lot more patient in lap traffic this time now that he has the lead again. With the fresher tires, he doesn't have to put as much pressure on.
Got one right.
And into the lap traffic now early in stage 2.
Three wide, two outside, car right. Clear all around, clear all around. Two on the outside, you're three. Two on the outside, car right, car right. Clear all around. Got one right. Clear, clear, clear.
Not a lot of talking points right now. Other than the fact of what I've already talked about with Blaney having the fresh tires. He's just kind of motivating his way through the field. 15 laps into stage 2 right now. And the big thing is now is two things.
Clear,
One,
clear.
again, are they going to have to pit before the end of the stage? Because they may have to.
Stay left.
Blaney had a big slide off turn 4. Again, the car's a little bit looser with the damage to the left rear, so he's going to have to watch that, especially as the tires wear on.
Car right.
Don't want to risk wrecking again.
Clear all around.
Already costing himself one stage win.
Clear, clear, clear.
And then the other thing is going to be how many laps can he put on these guys before the end of stage 2.
Clear, clear.
He's definitely going to put one lap on him. Maybe even two before they pit.
Got one right. Clear, clear. All clear. Car right. Clear,
And he is
clear,
now
clear.
lapped all the way inside the top 15. Bowman and Suarez running 13th and 14th right in front of him.
Clear all around.
Lenny almost into the side of Suarez off the exit of turn 4, and now Suarez goes a lap down. So 12 cars on the lead lap at the line. We'll be at lap 60 this time by out of 200. We'll alternate through the different camera angles for the first time in our second race today.
Got one right. Clear, clear, clear. Two on the outside, you're three. Car
The
right.
slower
Two
cars
on the outside, you're three. Clear all
holding
around.
up the faster traffic.
Two on the outside, you're three.
Larson kind of sandwiched back there, as well as Austin Dillon. One car nearly got squeezed into the wall. A couple of Rick Ware cars, in fact, with Cody Ware and I believe Joey Gase.
Stay left.
Big dive into the tri-oval underneath the 4 of Harvick. Making sure he had him cleared into turn 1. Oh no, Blaney in the wall off turn 2. Harvick gets back by, but I believe he is all right. I don't think there's a tire down. Big slide off turn 4 as well.
Clear all around.
Very lucky to not have significant damage after that hit into the wall.
Stay left. Clear all around. Got one right. Got one right. Clear, clear. Got one right. Clear, clear, clear.
See how much he was turning right to go left off the exit of the corners. A lot of back and forth movement with the analog stick at Martinsville. This one, it's just a big time power slide. Some of that is the steering assist, so wanting to pull the car to the wall, and that's why it's so tight as well. Oh man, right there, another kiss into the wall. Can't have too many of those. This car just continues to slide more and more and more.
All clear.
We're only 25 laps into the run, but it's a lot worse than what it was on the last run this far in because of the damage to the rear of the race car.
All clear. Car right. Clear, clear, clear.
Hamlin knocking the 78 of McLeod out of the way. Denny riding in third place rather. He'll go a lap down. And Byron in second is only a few cars ahead of race leader Ryan Blaney. He's taken advantage with fresh tires after pitting during the stage 1 break. Oh man, Byron with a block into the tri-oval. Blaney had to run, went low. Byron went low at the same time. Blaney to the outside of the 24. Oh, Bubba Wallace just moved down in front of Byron.
Clear, 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 clear.
And Blaney was able to get by on the outside. Oh, but he's in the wall again off turn 4. That's the first time he tried to run the top. Now he's going to go down to block the 24. Just like Byron did to him the lap before. Blaney should get away from Byron now. Almost halfway through stage 2. Just a couple more laps. And we're about 28 laps shy of the halfway mark in total.
Got one right. All clear. Wide, you got 2 up top, got 1 right. Clear, clear. 2 on the outside. You're 3, got 1 right. Clear all around. Car right.
Yeah, that kind of
Clear all around.
stinks. I think my bill was like after the insurance took money out from when I got a COVID test. I didn't even have COVID, but I went in to get the test because I thought I might have had it and I didn't want to go into work for obvious reasons, just in case.
Clear.
It was like $95 just to get a COVID test. Track is slick, yes it is. Sun's out, it's 82 degrees. And it's the low downforce, high horsepower package that the Cup Series used throughout the last couple seasons on the short tracks. 2020, 2021.
Got 1 right. Clear, clear.
Should you be careful with your style in this game? Well, what's your style? I mean, even if you race clean, because generally I race clean, and it's just so hard in this game. I make way more contact in this game than anybody else. A lot of it is because the AI run a set line, so they're unaware that you're there, and they just kind of crowd you, whether you're on the inside or the outside. If you're on the outside, more likely to get crowded into the wall and blow a tire. If you're on the bottom and you get crowded down to the apron, you're going to spin. And then you'll back it into the wall or something of that nature, or overcorrect it, nail the front end. It's kind of a lose-lose situation. But once you run the track over and over and over again, you kind of become accustomed to how the AI tends to run a line at particular racetracks and where you can make the moves and where you can't. Oh, $14? That's not bad.
All clear.
You'd like it to be nothing, but better than mine.
Car right. Clear, clear,
Cerebral Assassin, welcome to the stream.
Car right, car right. Clear, clear, clear.
Bottom feeder in the turns.
Rewind, 2 outside, got 1 right.
I mean, yeah, that's what you want to do
Clear,
anyway.
clear.
It's just like, for instance, here, you gotta chop it off onto the apron when you have a car to your outside, just because. The apron's not as bad on the short tracks in this game as Heat 5. Heat 5, you hit the apron, you're done. But in this game, you can get away with it. Especially if you have minimal stability help on. Like I do on the 750 ovals, you can get through it. You just gotta be careful not to, slam back into the gas when you're down there. You still gotta be careful with it, but you can
On the outside,
you can
you're 3.
drive on
Clear
it
all
like
around.
I have so
Rewind,
far
2
today.
outside. Stay left. Rewind, 2 outside. Clear,
And hop to
clear.
the outside, LaJoy
All
ran
right.
into the bottom of the
Clear,
12.
Clear. Stay left.
That was a big power slide right into Austin Dillon. Larson back to 11th. He's lost a few spots since the last time we saw him, and now he's 2 laps down.
2 on the outside, you're 3.
Position to potentially not even get any stage points in stage 2. Qualifying, I think, is at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. It might be 8. I know you can go on to NASCAR's website or mobile app, and they have it on there. I haven't looked in a while.
Clear, clear, clear. 2 on the outside.
I looked at it
you're 3.
before the
Got 1
Clash a
right.
couple weekends ago, or last
Clear, clear,
two, yeah,
clear.
a couple weekends ago, and I think it was 7, but it might be 8. One of the two. I know they have a practice session right before it. I don't know what time the practice session starts. Any of them, really. I just know of what days they have practice. I don't know what times for most of them. Harvick in 6th is now 2 laps down as well. 8 p.m. according to Bill or Michael down in the chat. No, p.m. Jeez, they wouldn't have qualifying that early in the morning. Lucky again not to blow a tire. He hit the wall a few times at Martinsville, never blew a tire. He's already hit the wall a couple times in this race and hasn't blown a tire yet either. I think some of it might be because the speeds are down with it being a short track. I think that might be why we're getting away with it. But even still, though, I've hit the wall at like 80 miles an hour and have blown a tire in this game, so I don't really know. Guess we're just getting lucky tonight. I do know it's on Fox Sports 1. And into the wall goes the 12 again. Just got back in the gas too soon. And as he spins like a top down the backstretch while leading, Ryan Blaney has crashed. And I wonder if anybody is going to pit. Our third caution of the day. Everybody is pitting. So they will not be pitting under green, and that is just not what Blaney needed. All it takes is one slip up, and he saw the right rear of Blaney's car hanging out maybe just a bit wider that time off the exit of turn 2, and he could not catch it. And once he got into the wall, he couldn't get off of it, and that is now the second time he has crashed tonight. Green flag back in the air. Didn't give me control until I got into the braking zone in turn 1. Blaney is still the leader. He had about a 1-lap lead on the field, though, too. And caution out, back in the pack. So the yellow flag is out. And now Blaney will pit for tires. Considering he did not pit for tires the pit stop before this. Everybody else had fresh Goodyears, and now Blaney will take it on. So, a couple of cautions here, back to back, now giving us 4 on the day. We'll have less than 20 laps to go in the restart. Everybody's going full speed again. Well, Blaney's going to hope he still has the lead on the restart. He just didn't want to get ran over from behind having 50-lap older tires. I don't think you can blame him for wanting to pit here.
Pace cars entering track in turn 1. Ready.
Blaney is still the leader. He's at the rear of the field, though. Green flag is back in the air at Richmond. Wadding up 2 and 3 wide into turn 3 up ahead. Cars are getting squeezed off the exit of turn 4. Everybody's checking up. Blaney slides to keep it off of Cole Custer on the bottom of the racetrack. They were nearly 4 wide. Blaney trying to lap as many of these guys as possible to the end of the stage. He almost gets turned by Austin Dillon, who crowded the right rear. And 2 cars went down to the apron. Oh, we got trouble on the front stretch. Caution's out again. Our 3rd of the stage and our 5th of the race. Blaney will stay out of the pits as we head to the restart. Green flag back in the air at Richmond. Oh man, I didn't have control of my car for the longest time, and that's going to shoot Blaney into the wall in 1 and 2. That was not me, that was the game.
Clear, clear, clear.
What is going on with this race? Dillon down to the apron, crowding the 20 of Bell now. 8 laps to go in stage 2.
Car right. Clear all around. Got 1 right. Got 1 right.
Ryan Blaney leads. Not a lot of pressure behind him right now. He's going to take it a little easy. He's not worried about trying to completely run down these cars in front of him, although he will get to the inside of Bell off the exit of turn 4.
Clear, clear, clear.
Passes him. Outbreaks the 47 of Stenhouse as well. I don't know. It was tough to tell who got wrecked. It was so far ahead. It looked like they were just 3 wide, like they were pretty much all the way through the field on the restart. Somebody got turned middle of the front stretch.
Clear all around.
There's no replay system in this game, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Clear, clear, clear.
And there's no way to tell who DNFs throughout the course of the race, like in Heat 5 too, so. You really just can't tell who potentially involved. The back of Blaney's car now has the right rear and the left rear damaged. Handling is not where he wants it to be at all, but at least he leads, and we're coming to 4 laps to go in the stage this time by, after he was unable to win stage 1 due to a mistake. This time he makes a mistake, but it seems as if he'll be able to actually hang on this time around and win stage 2, assuming he can just survive a few more laps. We're just past the halfway point. Everybody's going to be good on fuel to the end of the race, so I doubt anybody's going to be pitting during the stage 2 break. And he power slides off the exit of turn 4 back to the start-finish line. Blaney's just going to stay out of the pits now. He doesn't want to risk anything. Potentially losing this lap with everybody else staying out of the pits during the stage break. Well, the free pass and the wave around have been a problem ever since the game started. Well, then again, so are the scoring issues, I guess. Scoring issues are inconsistent, but the wave around's consistent. Like, there just isn't a wave around or free pass in this game. It just doesn't even work. It sucks because if you're a lap down, there's nothing you can really do to get back on the lead lap unless you're like us at Martinsville and they didn't pit during the stage 2 break and they pit 2 laps after the restart instead. And we got lucky enough, we got back on the lead lap. That's what gave Blaney a chance to win. That was the final lap of the stage. Ryan Blaney will win stage number 2, his 5th stage win of the season. And after getting no stage points at stage 1, he'll dominate the 2nd stage tonight in this race. That gives him 25 playoff points on the year now, with his 4 race wins and now 5 stage wins. Chase Elliott will finish 2nd after winning stage 1. Kyle Busch finishes 3rd in stage 2. Denny Hamlin 4th, and Joey Logano rounds out the top 5. William Byron in 6th, Austin Dillon 7th, Christopher Bell 8th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 9th, and Kevin Harvick will round out the top 10 in stage number 2. Larson, the points leader, is back in 16th. Likely multiple laps down. And I'm not sure what happened to Truex. Truex is back at 21st. I wonder if he was one of the cars involved in the cautions that we had seen in stage 2. We had 3 of them for incident. And we have 6 cautions total now in this race. We had 6 total at Martinsville and already 6 today as we're just going into the final stage. Nobody will be pitting during the stage 2 break. Green flag back in the air. 83 laps to go at Richmond. I'll tell you what, I cannot wait to get these last 27 races out of the way once this one concludes tonight. And I will not touch this game again, excluding online when we get the private lobbies here by the end of the month. We'll do a few of those streams. Well, Hamlin in 2nd. Closing in on Ryan Blaney right now. And Blaney's got a little bit of damage. Not sure if Hamlin's on the lead lap or not. But if he is, Chase Elliott in 3rd, who finished 1st and 2nd in the 2 stages. Lost a little bit of time on the restart. Blaney way up the track at turns 1 and 2. Just trying to run his own race. Fly Guy only 773, welcome to the stream. We'll alternate through the different camera angles one more time in today's race. About the next dozen laps or so. Blaney really working the gas. Private lobbies were added. Oh, they've been in the game this whole time? I didn't know they were added in January. I thought they were supposed to be added in the next batch. Well, shoot, if I would have known that, might have had an online lobby by now. Bet I go to Daytona in a couple days. We'll have it sometime when I get back. Probably won't be that week after, though, because I go to Auto Club, too. We'll have it before I go to Atlanta. At least one. But do they work? Is the next question, because I have not tested it out yet. A lot of new things that they've added in this game since the game released that don't work. Like I can see the game crashing a bunch or something like that. Knowing this game. And he's still consistently about 2 seconds ahead of Denny Hamlin. Can't afford to make a major mistake though in this one. He did in stage 1, it bit him then. We're in the final stage now. He cannot afford it this late in the going. He needs 6 players. Well, that's dumb.
Only a few laps till we pit. 3 wide, 2 outside.
I mean, I don't think we'll have a problem getting 6 on our online lobbies, but that stinks.
I'd be ready. Hit pit road in a few laps. I'd be ready. Hit pit road in a few laps. Stay left. Clear, clear, clear. Car right. Clear, clear. Only a few laps till we pit. Only a few laps till we pit.
69 laps to go for Ryan Blaney as he pulls away from Hamlin and Elliott in the lap traffic. Blaney just came off a Stage 2 victory. First 9 races. Nothing easy, and the rest of the season will not be that way either. I just hope it's not like the career mode, because this is almost identical to the career mode where I won a lot of races early in the season, but then as the season went on, I like never won anymore.
Still next to you. Clear, clear, clear. Clear, clear, clear.
Only hope that that doesn't happen here. Talladega was the turning point too, and that's our next race on this final season.
Only a few laps till we pit.
That'll be an interesting one next week.
I'd be ready. Hit pit road in a few laps.
Go back to the
I'd be
far
ready.
chase
Hit
cam
pit
for the
road
rest
in
of
a
this
few
race
laps.
now. I think all in all, after the delay, even though we had a 20-minute delay at the start, I only started this stream about 5 to 10 minutes late because of it, so I think I'll still be able to get my workout in before I go to bed tonight.
Only a few laps till we pit. Car right. Clear, clear.
I'm going to try my best to stay on my workout routine when I'm on the road these next couple weeks. I'm going to try to find a hotel with
Stay left.
a gym in it at Auto Club. I have one at Daytona, so that's nice. I can't imagine there's going to be much in there. It's probably going to be treadmills, some dumbbells, and that's probably going to be about it because that's usually what it is in a hotel lobby, so I'm going to have to be doing a lot more body weight stuff. But might get a little bit weaker, but I got to do something. I can't just not work out for 2 weeks, especially eating as much as I do.
I'd be ready. Hit pit road
Granted,
in a
I
few
probably
laps.
wouldn't eat as much if I wasn't working out, but then I'd be losing weight, and that's not good because I'm trying to put on weight.
Time you ready. Hit pit road in a few laps.
I feel like tomorrow's workday is going to drag also, knowing it's my last day of work before I leave and go on vacation. It's kind of nice, though. I had my weekend between yesterday and today off, and then I just go in for the one day, and then I'm on vacation after that. It's a pretty easy week.
Only a few laps till we pit. Got one right. Clear, clear, clear.
A lot of heavy lap traffic coming up over the next couple laps. Lenny will get by Kurt Busch in turns 1 and 2.
Still next to you.
Oh, he hasn't cleared him. Nearly pulled exactly what he did with Keselowski earlier. Luckily, when he hit him, he just kind of bounced off of the one and didn't get glued onto him like he did with Keselowski earlier in the race.
Time you ready. Hit pit road in a few laps.
And he's really power sliding off turn 4. We're only 25 laps into stage 3. In the wall off turn 2.
Stay right. Clear,
They're
clear,
stuck on the
clear.
top as
Stay
Kurt
right.
Busch gets into him.
All right, hold your line. Time you ready. Hit pit road in a few laps.
Lenny back
All
down to the
clear.
bottom.
2 on the outside. You're 3. Got 1 left. Clear, 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 clear.
Truex works his way back up to 18th.
Stay right.
Blaney on the outside into turns 3 and 4.
Got 1 left. Stay high. Stay high. You're in the middle here.
3 wide middle off of turn 4. Got a little sketchy.
Clear all around.
Drives by everybody though. Oh, Truex into the back of the 12.
Got 1 left.
Launches him up the track.
Got 1 low. All right, hold your line. All. Time you ready. Hit pit road in a few laps. Time you ready. Hit pit road in a few laps. Stay left. Clear, clear, clear. Time you ready. Hit pit road in a few laps. Got 1 right. Got 1 right. 2 on the
Truex
outside.
in the
You're 3.
middle.
All right, hold your line. 2 on the
Blaney
outside.
down
You're 3.
low.
All clear.
Blaney gets into the 19.
3 wide. 2 outside.
And again they drive on.
Clear, clear, clear. Clear, clear, clear.
Blaney does not want to see a caution the way things are going right now.
Stay left.
And right as I say that, he's in the wall off the front bumper of the 34 of McDowell, but we stay green.
Stay right.
And luckily, he did not blow a tire
Clear,
again.
clear.
His third hit into the wall over the last few laps already.
We got about 5 laps.
And
of
we still
fuel.
have 53 laps to go yet.
Got 1 right.
He just
Clear,
has to
clear,
go
clear.
right back to calming down again.
2 inside. You're
Oh,
3
man,
wide.
that was
Stay
3
right.
wide on the
Stay high.
outside.
3 wide. 2 down there. Clear, clear.
Contact in front of him. Suarez, Cody Ware nearly gets turned off of turn 4, and Blaney had just enough room to get to the outside of the 51 without putting it into the wall.
Low. Clear, clear.
When he passes McDowell up high, he'll get back down to the bottom into turn 3. And he'll get to the inside of Daniel Suarez. And again, just like he did with McDowell a couple laps ago, he just kind of slides up into him off the exit of turn 4.
2 inside. You're 3 wide. Stay right. Clear, clear, clear. Got 1 right. We'll be pitting in about 5
Tokyo
laps.
drift off
All
turn
around.
4. Richmond edition.
Stay left. All right, hold your line.
His tires are still not as old as what they were in stage 2. I know he stayed out there in the stage break, but I mean, they're not even 70 laps old right now, maybe 50 at the most. The very most, considering it's not even counting the caution laps we had towards the end of stage 2 as well as a stage 2 break.
Rewind, you're up top.
Suarez gets into the left rear, moving the 12 wide.
We got about 5 laps of fuel left. Stay right.
De Benedetto going to pinch the 12 behind the 55 of Matt Mills now. And he gets back down to the bottom.
Got one right.
There's Mills down the backstretch.
Clear, clear.
Another power slide.
Taking about 5 laps.
Gotta wonder if he's still pulling away from Hamlin and Elliott, who were closing in a little bit earlier. I think it's definitely evident that Blaney is struggling with the handling in his car, and this is almost seeming like the end of the Martinsville race we saw earlier.
All clear.
Where he leads, he's struggling with lap traffic in the final stage, and he's struggling with the handling of his car as well. So you see another big slide off turn 4, but he's got to hold on for another 45 laps. Which is not a long time, considering this is a short track, but that's a long time on these tires with this old Richmond surface.
Car right.
And into Suarez now.
We got about 5 laps of fuel left. Clear, clear,
Only
clear.
a little bit of contact is slowing Blaney down that much more, as well as risking blowing a tire or spinning out in any sort of way.
Clear, clear, clear. 3 wide. You got 2 up top.
Davison just crowds the 12. Kurt Busch went to the outside 3 wide.
3 wide.
Oh, more contact with Davison, and here comes Hamlin.
Clear all around.
All of a sudden. And Blaney's in the wall off of turn 2. Hamlin's going to get by, and that is going to be it for Ryan Blaney.
We're not being scored.
They disqualified us. Blaney is just DNF'd after the 3rd time he has gotten into the wall and has spun off the exit of turn 2 today. With about 45 laps to go. And now the game has glitched out again. That is unbelievable. Why did it disqualify us? I don't know. I counted it as a DNF. That's the 3rd time we wrecked, though. I guess so, but not the first time it's done that. I mean, it did that to us at Homestead, too. I counted it as a DNF. I mean, it was the 3rd time we wrecked. Because of the bad handling with the race car. Oh well, that's what it is. You know, the bright side is I don't have to play this game for another week, so there we go. Why was I on automatic? Oh well. After starting on the pole, too. First ever pole. Where's the 48? I have no clue where everybody finished. It didn't show me the finishing results because it went to that screen where you could watch the race. instead of just simulating to the end. So what we have to do is we have to run a 2% race, and we'll be finishing in the last place position. The good news is we had 10 stage points, but Larson was outside the top 10 again. We already gained a lot of points on him with him finishing outside the top 10 at Martinsville, and Blaney going on to win. He had a stage win in this one, something he was not able to get at Martinsville, but leading with 45 to go and crashing, and that will end the race for him. But yeah, we'll see where everybody else will finish here, the simulated race.
Welcome to Richmond Raceway for the Toyota Owners 400. I'm Alex Hayden, and we're getting ready to bring you a night of intense short track racing here in the heart of suburban Richmond. This is a high-speed short track where tire management is key, so watch out for those drivers that can best hold their car.
Problem is, too, with the simulation, Larson might end up getting the win. Who knows? He might get a top 10 and not even finish outside the top 10 like he was running all night. And they're checking up big time. Nearly wrecking. What was that?
You got two up top, car right.
Still gonna finish in last.
All clear.
Gonna try not to make contact with anybody.
Two on the outside, you're three.
Don't interfere with their race.
Okay, we have to pin next time by. Two on the outside, you're three. Stay left.
Trace Jr.'s even further back than what he was before. Oh boy. Gonna sit here.
Stay right.
I was just hoping nobody was gonna hit me. I didn't want to make any contact with anybody anyway.
All right, bring it to us this time. Bring it to us this time.
NASCAR Official 2022, welcome to the stream. Twenty hungry boys. Yeah, we'll see. It looks like Christopher Bell's leading right now. Larson's 14th. So he still might finish outside the top 10.
All right, bring it to us this time.
5 laps to go.
Last 5 laps.
Kurt Busch is at second, but it does look like of the drivers in the top 5 that we may get our 5th different winner of the season. Right when Blaney was catching up in the points, he falls. Pretty much all the points we gained at Martinsville, we pretty much lost today. We're probably right back to about 70 points behind Larson again, give or take. The good news is Talladega's next, and Larson's usually not that great there either, so we'll have to see how that goes next week. The Geico 500.
All right, bring it to us this time. Bring it to us this time.
And the Richmond 200 today. Blaney's going to end up finishing in last. Tyler Reddick in third. He's been close to a couple wins this season. Final lap of the race. Just slow way up to see if I can see the field here. Get to the finish. Yeah, Christopher Bell's got an easy win. No contest for Christopher Bell, at least on the final lap, and the checkered flag is in the air. Bell will win at Richmond, punching his ticket into the playoffs. He is the first Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota driver to get a win this year in what has been a Ford-dominated season thus far. They are flipping in turn 1 right now. What was that? Flipping at Richmond after the checker. Tempers are flaring. Chase Elliott did not have a good run. He ended up finishing 31st. He was up in the running before the DNF from the 12. So that DNF, I guess I would have given us 7 cautions total in this race today. Christopher Bell with the win. Kurt Busch second. Tyler Reddick third. Michael McDowell fourth. Eric Almirola rounds out the top 5. Ross Chastain 6th. Chris Buescher 7th. Kyle Larson finishes 8th. Corey LaJoie 9th. Cody Ware rounds out the top 10. So Larson, who was likely not going to get a top 10 in any of the race today, will get a top 10 at the end of this Richmond race. Trying to get himself some sort of momentum going into Talladega next week. Spammed like 3 pictures there. Well, the good news is I have a full week to do these points, so I don't have to stay up tonight and do it after I get done working out. I'm just going to go to bed. If you would have asked me coming into the night and told me, if you would have told me I was going to win one race tonight, I would have said we were winning Richmond, knowing my track history at this game. But instead, we DNF'd in a 50% race here, not even a 100% race, a 50% race at Richmond. And no, we won at Martinsville of all tracks. Probably only won there because it was a 50% race, but I mean, I'll take it. Again, another race, so we DNF'd and we scored a decent amount of stage points because we did win stage 2. We should have won stage 1, but I choked that away and then ended up choking the win away too. So, one thing to choke the win away, or even a stage win away, it's another thing to not even get any stage points in that stage you choked away and not even get multiple race finishing points either. Finishes in last instead. So that's definitely a tough break. We'll be streaming one more time before I leave for Daytona. That will be tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will be back on the great NASCAR Chase for the Cup 2005, and it will be at Darlington. Of course, it was the Daytona 500 yesterday on the channel on NASCAR 05. Had a great race, probably one of the best Daytona 500s we've had on the channel in any game. Great showing there. Our next race of that same custom schedule season will be at Darlington under the lights, a 400-mile race there. 292 laps is the scheduled distance. So again, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Won't have to worry about any game glitches or anything like that like we saw here tonight. So we'll have a good race to send ourselves off for Daytona later on in the week. And a lot of Daytona coverage coming up at the track. And I'm excited to see the racing in person, first and foremost, and then, of course, second, giving you guys the content at the racetrack throughout the course of the week as well. I'll be uploading pretty much daily. I won't upload on Wednesday because, I won't be at the track at all Wednesday for qualifying. It'll be, I was going to say, the prediction races for the duels will be out on Thursday morning into Thursday afternoon. It'll obviously be out before the duel races and before I go to the track for the dual races. So that's pretty much going to be like the only predictions video or post-race analysis video that won't actually be at the track itself because I need to get it recorded. After qualifying, I'll already be on the road, so I can't do it here because I won't know the starting lineup for either of the dual races. But yeah, just be on the lookout for that. I have another video that I'm going to end up posting probably at the end of the night as well. It's a re-upload of a race highlight video from last season, so that way you guys can get a little bit of a feel for what is to show for at Daytona this weekend. It will be the Cup Series at Road America last year, and then I'll also upload a Pocono race as well. Same thing. Now, the one thing I will say with the videos that I'll be posting over the next couple days, because they are re-uploads, I didn't really go back through and re-edit any of those videos, so the editing itself is still fine. I mean, there's no issues with it, but I plan on doing a little bit more with the editing, like showing what lap I'm actually recording on, because I did not do that for any of them last year. So I will be doing that this year. So, if I'm recording lap 1, for instance, I'll say start of race or lap 1 or end of stage 1 or, whatever the case is, so you know what part of the race I'm actually videotaping instead of just a random collage of videos. Even though they were organized, there's no way of you guys telling exactly what lap it was unless something big happened that you guys know what lap it was. But that's gonna be it for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a good rest of your Monday evening.